The views and opinions expressed by tonight's guest and topic of discussion do not necessarily represent the official policy or position of Spaced Out Radio, Spaced Out Weekend, Spaced Out Radio Limited, its hosts, syndicated carriers, or anyone associated with this broadcast. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this broadcast or podcast without the express written consent of Spaced Out Radio or Spaced Out Radio Limited is strictly prohibited. Listener discretion is advised. Are you experienced?
Stop right there!
From high atop the mountains of British Columbia to you, listening around the world, this is Spaced Out Radio with host Dave Scott.
They let us play with all our toys, they let us think that we're big boys, they let us make the louder noise, but we ain't rule the world. They let us think we're Superman.
You can follow us on our website, spacedoutradio.com, on iTunes and TuneIn. Follow Dave on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio, on Facebook at Spaced Out Radio Show, or on our YouTube channel, Spaced Out Radio Show.
I try to act so cool, but you know I'm just a fool for you. I will stop till I reach the top just to be there with you.
Dave, oh Dave, are you playing with Bigfoot and aliens again?
Dad, you gotta stop haunting the ghost. It's scaring them.
All right, seriously, put down the pointy sticks.
Okay! Game on!
Game on!
Game on!
The password is...
All right.
Buckle up, space travelers. It's time to go for a ride on Spaced Out Radio. Mr. Bumblefoot, Dave is ready for liftoff.
I try to act so cool, but you know I'm just a fool for you.
Seriously, Dave? Really? Aren't you a little old for a tinfoil hat?
Hello, Toby. Bye-bye. Nephew. Bye-bye.
Yeah, just please take your seat about way. They're with you. It's clear for take off. Start. 2, 1. Boost ignition and lift off.
I'm such a lucky guy, 'cause after all this time, it's like the deeper I go, the deeper I fall.
Good evening and welcome to Spaced Out Radio. Tonight, I am your host, Dave Scott. It's good to have you along for the ride on this Tuesday, October 31st, Halloween night. Wednesday, November 1st, if you're on the East Coast or across the pond. Hope you had a great day and night. We are live right here in the Great White North on top of the fireworked mountains of central British Columbia as we are here for your listening needs 7 days a week. We welcome everyone listening in on WQEE 99 Rock the Key down in Noonan, Georgia, home of The Walking Dead. We are live as well on the United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and over 160 countries around the world. We are also live at spacedoutradio.com. Spreaker, KTLK, The Fringe FM, Renegade Talk Radio out of Las Vegas, the High Plains Talk Radio Network, and if you're listening in on Revolution Radio, remember the Double R Machine is a donation station financed by you, the valued listener. Head on over to freedomslips.com and donate today. Like our music, get your horns up for Mr. Ron Bumblefoot THAL, formerly of Guns N' Roses, currently of Art of Anarchy and Sons of Apollo. Bumblefoot is the official sound of this show. Now, we're all over social media. Give us a follow on Twitter, will you? At Spaced Out Radio. You can give our Facebook page a like, Spaced Out Radio Show. On Instagram, follow me at Dave Scott, SOR. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spaced Out Radio Show. Listen to us on iHeartRadio in the United States. Tune us in on TuneIn. We're on TalkStream Live, and you can download and subscribe to our shows from iTunes. Our website is spacedoutradio.com. Now, if you want to take part in this show, you got to do me a favor. We don't take phone calls, so you're going to have to sign into one of the chat rooms, either on Spreaker, Revolution Radio, Facebook at the SOR Space Travelers Club, or if you're on Twitter, use the hashtag Spaced Out Radio. I will get to your questions and comments in there as well. Now, if you head to our website for $5 a month, you can become an SOR Space Traveler, and as of right now, pick up a t-shirt, posters, stickers in our Spaced Out Radio store. We have the Encounter Online, dealing with everything paranormal, courtesy of our editor, Eric Markham and Everett Thiemer. Check out my latest blog there as well, and if you've had a sighting or an experience you can't explain, fill out an SOR Sightlines report. We also have great videos for you to watch from UFO seekers and Contact TV's Leslie Mitchell Clark. It's still Halloween night here on the West Coast, and so with the tradition started last year on this show, we are so proud to have Karen Dahlman back on for tonight for our live Ouija Board session. So Karen is at her home, and we'll be translating the live messages from the Ouija to you. If you have questions you want answered, just ask them in the chat rooms. Now, you have to be in one of the chat rooms to be part of this show. We do have one rule. We're not delving into anything evil or demonic. So, if you have any questions for us to try and communicate with the devil or any of his evil minions or people like Hitler, Stalin, or any sort of guarded gnome, I can tell you right now, it's not going to happen. Karen is an expert in the field of Ouija and does not and will not get into the evil side of what people want to project onto this board. In fact, she is quite the opposite. She wants to try and improve its reputation. Karen Dahlman, welcome back to Spaced Out Radio. How are you, my friend?
Doing great. Happy Halloween, happy All Hallows Eve, and happy Samhain to everybody out there. I'm so happy to be here today to join you guys with my partner, my board partner, Rodney. He's here as well.
Hi.
Hi, Rodney. How you doing?
I'm well, thanks.
Absolutely. It's great to have you guys back because, we did this last year, and we actually took a little bit of heat for going in this direction. My God, how could you summon the spirits on Halloween? The veil is so thin, and so on and so forth. Karen, you have heard them all when it comes to the Ouija board because of the stigma that is attached to this talking board. Maybe go over your history a little bit before we get started and let us know how you got so involved with learning about the talking board.
Fantastic. That's a great place to start. It's always good if people haven't heard me before or the way I work for me to go over that. So basically I've been using the board since 1973. I started at the age of 8. So you can do the math and figure out how old I am. And my board partner, Rodney, has just been using the board for a little over 3 years, but he's really astute at using it. So when I started using the board, I mostly thought it was used to talk to deceased people because, after all, the spiritualist movement in the United States and also in Canada in the late 1800s snatched up this board immediately and started using it in their seances because it was a real easy, quick way to communicate, to talk to the deceased loved ones, whether in the United States they were lost to the Civil War, and then again in the World War I. We all were involved in that, and they wanted to speak to their loved ones they lost overseas. So it became a more of a natural thing, if you want to call it that. Almost every home had one in it at the heyday of the 1920s and 30s and 40s. There was nothing negative associated with it, yet I will say there are always stories associated with anything that's mysterious, especially when you're dealing with the unseen realms. So yes, there's stories out there you can dig up and find where people would say the Ouija board was bad or they blamed the Ouija board for something. But the truth is, nothing ever happened to the board until 1973, December 26, when the movie The Exorcist came out. So that's when things really changed. And since then, Hollywood ran with it, and they're great at marketing. So they ran with the most popular toy of the time, which was the Ouija board by Parker Brothers. It outsold Monopoly the first year Parker Brothers took it over from the William Fuld Company. So Hollywood saw this as a great success and used it to their advantage. So they started creating all kinds of, scary, spooky movies with the board in it. And we know many of those movies to this day. So with that aside, the tool doesn't have to be used just to communicate with the deceased. So what I've learned over the years is to use it as like my cosmic phone. It's my cosmic wireless phone that I can use to reach into many, many realms and dimensions. So I bring this up because I want your audience to understand your questions don't have to be limited to how is my deceased grandfather doing. We can talk to your pets. We can talk to ETs. We can talk to interdimensional beings. We can talk to many different beings that are out there of sentient nature, of consciousness that's aware and can communicate back. So what you're going to see tonight, what you're going to experience tonight is there's a group of beings I have that I've been communicating with since 1994. I simply call them now the guides. You'll hear me refer to them as the moon and sun also because, as you know, the enigmatic board, the Ouija board, has a moon and sun in the corners. And when they first came to me in 1994, the planchette moved to the corners and they entered that way. But they don't have names. I'll tell you what they are. They truly are androgynous beings of light source. They come from source energy. And what they express is nothing but unconditional love. And so they bring forth messages and stuff that'll help you in your life now that's applicable, but it has to do with ancient teachings. So they love to share things that help us to expand into our greater selves and to really experience life to the fullest. And so, yes, you'll hear more positive messages. However, there's also beings that'll come through. I have an angel that comes through. I have an interpreter, if you want to call it that, of the animal kingdom, of the cryptid kingdom that'll come through and can communicate. So it's really a collective group. And if you see it that way, you'll realize you can communicate with anything of sentient nature. But this collective group will come in as the spokespeople, or if you will, the master or mistress of ceremony, and they'll help moderate. It's what the spiritualists would have called the control. They help bring in, and so it's not chaotic when the different energies come through, and they serve as a spokesperson or interpreters when we're talking to, like, let's say, animals who don't speak with a English or American language like we're talking right now, or English language. And they also interpret when other beings come through that are of a different, maybe it's somebody who died that was of a different language. I've spoken to different beings, and whether it's Latin or in Spanish, they'll come through and translate. So we don't have to worry about that. And then sometimes people's own guides or their own animals or their own deceased loved ones will come through directly. That's more rare, but it does happen. Typically, these guides will make sure they bring the messages forward. So that's a lot that I said. I do think maybe we should answer any questions people have about any fears they may have, or even just any questions they have about what else we're going to do here tonight. I'd be happy to answer those.
Well, one of the things that you and I talked about previous to this, and we did it before the last show, was a lot of people wonder about protection. How
Yes.
are they know they are going to be protected listening to a show like this? Because there are a lot of spiritual people who believe that there is some sort of evil sort of venom that can be sprayed, even though we're doing this. You're in California, I'm up here in British Columbia, and we're conducting this seance, but there's a lot of people around who think they could be affected.
Great question, and I do want to address that. And so, what we will do, and you will join us with this, and if people that are listening to it later, you will also be in a protective space. The way these beings of light source work, they actually encode it into their messages, encode it into everything that they communicate with, and what they bring forth is a frequency of the highest vibration. These beings do not have like physical senses like we do. They do nothing but read vibration and work within a vibration of love. And so there's no way around that. You will absolutely be protected. But what Rodney and I will do, and we're going to walk you all through it, is we will do a quick breathing exercise, and I'm going to guide you through it as well. So everybody here will join us. And then we do this, we hold our hands and create this circuitry exercise, I call it. And then I'm going to say a prayer. And this prayer, what it does is it actually puts all of us into the same vibrational frequency. I'm not doing it. I'm saying the words, but they're doing it on a whole nother spiritual dimension. And so there will be this protective feeling of light around us and unconditional love. And you can't get better than being surrounded in love. So yes, that's a great question. Everybody will be absolutely 100% protected.
And once again, like I said in the intro, we're not doing anything with the devil here. We're not doing anything with evil-type minions or going after Hitler or Stalin or garden gnomes, because those things absolutely drive me crazy, the garden gnomes.
They do?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But the whole point is, we're not trying to conjure up anything of evilness here.
Absolutely not. But these guides wouldn't even go that direction. They would totally abandon this session. That's not what I do. I've learned, okay, it's my 44th year of using this tool. I've experimented with everything. I've gone through it all as a child. And as I got older, in 1986 is when I realized this was definitely a tool to be used with the utmost of integrity. And when I do that, I actually feel a very high feeling as I'm working, because what happens is I feel the unconditional love flow through me. And it takes me into some really great realms where I feel embraced. And hopefully you'll be able to feel that too. What the guides will want me to tell you is to everybody keep just an open mind. Take what you want, throw out what you don't want. If you agree. If you don't agree, disagree, it's fine. That their feelings won't be hurt, and neither will mine. Because I realize this is something that people aren't used to doing. I realize people have their own ideas about it, and I've also been told a lot of negative things about it. And definitely the Ouija board brings up all kinds of controversy, and I'm totally okay with that. But yeah, I don't go into those negative realms. There's no reason to. I think everyone's life is hard enough. Why bring more hardness into my life? And I'm definitely not going to do that for you. You know, my background is a psychotherapist, and I worked hard with people in the past to really help them work through a lot of their struggles and issues. And look, I'm human, has my ups and downs too. And the last thing I want to do is bring any more of that to any of us. So for sure, that's where we work. We work within the light. We work with these beings of just the utmost integrity again. And that's where I am when I use this tool, Dave.
So the follow-up question to that is, that a lot of people will ask, is how do you know that you're not talking to something demonic that's cloaked?
Well, good question. I always take those questions. 44 years later, here I am. It's not cloaked because there's a feeling you get when you work with things that are lower. It's the area I call the dead zone, where there's some spirits that are stuck. This is a real true place, the astral realms that are lower. And they're typically, spirits that were negative when they were alive. They're negative when they're dead. And they haven't quite moved into light. I've worked with a lot of them and helped them if they've asked me to move into light. I know the difference. When you work in these realms, it's not so tangible as you work when you work in the three-dimensional world of just interacting with human beings. It becomes a sense of feeling and knowing. And I know what they feel like inside. As I said, I get this warm, it's a vibration that moves through. Right now they're here, they're behind me saying, oh my gosh, yes, we're here, we're ready to roll. But they can't even exist in that level. They don't even have a word for evil or even a word for death. For them, the evil doesn't exist in their realm. It's nothing but love. Now, they know it exists in our realm, and they're always here to address that. So, believe me, they're not afraid to address anybody's question if somebody touches in upon, I'm scared or I'm fearful. They'll definitely address that question for you because they're not afraid to touch that. There's no fear in these guys, and there's no sense of they can't go there. The thing is, they want everybody to have a better life, and they're here to help us all. So I know that from the work I've done. I tell people when you first start using this tool, you don't know who you're talking to. And it takes time to develop relationships. And my word of advice to everybody who starts using this tool, is to write everything down. I've kept copious notes since 1986, and now I record everything audially, and also I write things down. And so I can see consistency over time of the messages that they provide. And that's where you begin to learn to trust. It's like you meet somebody in your life and it's a new person. You don't know if that person's a serial killer. You don't know if they're going to be your new best friend. But it takes time to learn to find out if you can trust them. It's no different when you work with these other dimensions too. And they've been nothing but positive and most helpful to many, many people. And they do help me write books that have been just incredible in ways they've helped people in their lives. So that's how I know. That's how I know.
You keep using the word tool to describe the
yes.
Ouija board. Why do you use that term?
Well, it is marketed as a game. You could call it a game if you like. I don't use it as a game. It's when I was a child, at first I got it. I thought maybe it was a game. However, I knew it worked. So I immediately started using it, calling it more like a device, or this is my talking board. It's not a game because we're not like sitting down playing Monopoly, ha ha ha. Are you going to win? You're going to have the most money. It's really about getting into some serious stuff. And when I approach it as a tool, it's no different than if I was a medium or psychic reader using tarot cards or dowsing rods, or seriousness about my EVP, my recorder. It's bringing that kind of level of intention and energy to it. So how this device tool works, it's by how you go about using it. If I have intentions that this is going to be nothing more than a permission slip, a device to allow me to reach into these realms and them to come and communicate, then by all means, that's how I use it. If I saw it as a game, which I did as a child at more times, it'd be silly. Like we'd ask questions like, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS, Rolaids. That's an old commercial from the 70s. Maybe people might not get that joke. But so you can use it as a game, and then you're going to get silly stuff, silly willy-nilly stuff. And that's when you attract lower energies. So I don't work with it that way. To me, the board is not doing the work. My partner and I are doing the work. You being present with us are part of the work. In fact, when we do group sessions like this and shows, it's not just our energy that's connecting to them. Everybody here in this chat room, and Dave, everybody here is connecting with the energies right now. And that means the messages that come forward will be the best that everybody needs to hear. Whether or not your question gets answered tonight, you're still going to have a takeaway from it. So this is why I call it a tool, not a toy. There's so many dimensions to this use of this tool, and so many facets that I can reach into if I respect it that way.
Because of its infamous history, a lot of people will, berate or bash the Ouija board as something evil, as you know. Yet they don't seem to have the same problem with using a psychic medium or a dowsing rods or pendulums or even ghost hunting gear for the same type of usage. Do you see a blend between all of them, or are they different in each one?
No, I definitely see a blend. It's just another way to reach into the unseen realms. So this, to me, and I know a lot of people have different beliefs about it, and I definitely welcome those other beliefs. I would never be here to convince anybody even to believe in the Ouija board. I want to get that out of the way, or to believe that my way is the only way to do this. I'm just really talented at this way because I just have been using it such a long time, and it works naturally for me. But no, it's no different than a tarot cards, and I have, I think I have 14 decks of tarot cards now, and it's no different than using dowsing rods, no different than using a pendulum, no different than a medium or psychic reaching out or channeling.
Voice channelers,
right,
or even people who get prophetic messages, that are within the church and get prophetic messages. That's all it is. It's a message from, who knows if the prophetic message, they call themselves prophets, right?
Right.
Hence prophetic. If that's coming from an unreputable source, and yet the messages are always of the highest caliber.
Yeah. And so that's what you have to look at. When you're here tonight with us, look at what it does for you, how it leaves you feeling. And by all means, again, if it's not for you, that's cool. If it's for you, that's cool too. And if you believe part of it and you want to throw the rest out, do, because with anybody, anybody that's out there sharing information about this, you really need to pick and choose. And that's absolutely okay, because we all have different perceptions and ways to view the world, and we have to find what works for us to find our way to navigate through it. So I'm just here tonight to share an experience that's worked really well for me and quite a few others. And I'm just super happy to be back, because I know we had a great time last year, and it's just an honor to be back with you guys. So thank you.
We love having you. A question from Milo here.
Sure.
The guides that you use, were they once people that ascended, or have they always been beings of light?
Always have been beings, an extension of source energy. Every single one of them, none of them have ever been in a physical body. So that's the interesting thing about this. It took me from 73 to 94, so that's at 21 years, till I kind of reached this group and this level. And it was because a lot of the work you do with this tool in the beginning, you have to work your way through the dead zone, which is not a bad thing. That's doing mediumistic work where you speak with the deceased. And that's a beautiful place to be. And then from there, I started working with the angels, the ETs, other kind of interdimensional beings, and then these beings of light source. When I say source energy, I'm talking about an extension of God's source. In fact, they just told me right now, I'm hearing them, they're saying, we want you all to know too that you are an extension of source of God. It's just that you mostly forget. We are very close to it. We never do forget. So that's the beings we're talking to. It's a great question. They're ethereal, have never, ever been incarnated in corporeal existence.
Mary is asking, you have to close the board out after each session, like when we're done tonight, correct?
Well, I think it's a great habit to get into, and this is why. That's a great question, Mary. And the reason for that is you enter into a sacred space, is what we'll do with the breathing and the prayers, and we're in this sacred space. And then I like to close it so we all can go back, go to sleep in the session and say goodbye, because there's a time and place to be spiritual and there's time and place to be physical. The guides often say, you're here to be human first, yet you forget that you're spiritual all the time. But please don't forget that you are also in the human being existence. So yes, that's a great thing to do when you do any kind of work, whether it's journeying, shamanic journeying, hypnotherapy, psychotherapy, just meditation. There's an opening and a closing. And it's a good way just to allow all of us to enter and to exit that sacred little space.
All right. So we're starting to get some questions here from the audience. What would you like them to do? What is their role in this?
Okay, so what your role will be is we'll start out as soon as we start here, and I'm going to explain to you this breathing exercise, and then what we'll do is prayer. And at that point, this is what I'm going to invite you to do. This doesn't translate as well to radio because you can't see us. When we do our live shows on YouTube and other kind of venues, you can actually watch us too, which is kind of fun. But what I say is everybody get paper in front of you and a writing utensil. So I call out the letters. So you're going to hear me going A, B, D, Q. It'll be just like that. And we just write them down, and you're going to get the messages in real time as I get them. And so, and then I have to go back and read it and break through the letters. And I know, Dave, you were writing them down last time. You helped me get through some of the messages. And so I ask you to join me. It allows you to be focused here. There's nothing special you really have to do. Just be present, be open, and just bring your hearts forth. That's it. Bring your hearts forth, and it's so much easier for them to read your vibration. They're not reading your messages. They will hear it, but they hear it encoded as vibration. The guides say everything is vibration. What separates us from you, from flowers, is the rate of the vibration, which is the frequency. So they read frequency. That's what they're reading. They're reading the messages that comes through. They're reading your frequency, the person that asked it, and the frequency of Rodney and I coming together to reach into that.
Not only that, two things. Any question they answer will tend to be specific generally for the person who asked the question, but secondarily, there will be people out there who need the answer to that question as well. So there'll be different layers to the answer to those questions. And Wyatt, to answer your question, the only time we ever get yes and no, we ask yes and no questions, is to get clarification for something that they've said. So there's no limit to the length of the message. We often get paragraphs. We've gotten 5 pages before
stopping.
And so don't limit your questions to yes and no questions, because even if you try yes and no question, I promise you they won't answer it yes or no.
And a lot of times the way the guides like to work too, they're just fabulous teachers. what they like to do is ask you questions back. So you might engage in a dialogue with them, regardless if it's just asking to talk to your dead animal, or your pet that's having problems at home that's alive. We talk to live animals all the time. Then that consciousness of the animals will come through, and they may have questions for you, or they may just have something to say to you. So yeah, be real. Try to ask open-ended questions is what Rodney's saying, and that way you'll get more verbosity. You'll get more of a lengthier answer that'll give you more depth to what you're asking. And even though you didn't ask the question, as Rodney said, you may get something out of it. So yeah, let's all participate.
Interestingly enough, they've told us before in other sessions, it doesn't matter the question you ask, because often people will ask questions, they say, to try to fool them, but that every question has a vibration, and that they will answer every question within the spirit that it was asked.
Correct.
And because there's somebody else out there that may need to answer that question, and if you think that by asking a question that is nonsensical, they might not say this is a nonsensical question, but they will use it to the benefit of everybody in the room.
Yeah. So and you know what? It's interesting. I got to tell you, I'm always amazed. As many years as I've been doing this and working with these guys since '94. Mary Angel, actually, my angel that comes through, she came in a few years earlier in '89. As long as I've been working with all these characters, my spirit friends, I call them the guides. I'm still in awe. I'm still honored, and I'm amazed. Because every time we do a session, it's just, like I said, this unconditional love comes through. And who doesn't want to feel that all the time? I freaking love it. And the fact that they bring through such information and wisdom that can just really shift and change a person. It's very transformational. That's what I want to say. Just to prepare people, this is nothing spooky, scary, because of the way we use this tool.
All right, so what you should do for our listeners, ask one question at a time. I'm already seeing some multiple questions come in, okay, where we won't have time for paragraphs, okay, but we're going to try and break it down as quickly as we can for everybody. We are going to get everybody's question in tonight. Hell, we had 2.5 hours to do this, so if, we're all stretched, we're all ready, and I guess it's prayer time. Make sure that everybody in the audience is safe and sound.
Yeah, okay. And Dave, since you're going to be the moderator of those questions, right? Because I'll be mostly focused on the board and my writing on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll be the moderator. I have the chat room open on my side, and so I can kind of see some things too. So I'm just going to explain this to you guys. This is what we're going to do. Sit comfortably and preferably close your eyes, because it allows you to kind of get out of the tangible realm you're in right now, the 3D, and allows you to step into this more other ethereal, spiritual realm. And I'm going to ask you just to breathe. This breathing technique is called hips to heart. It's something the guides taught me quite a few years ago. I write it in my books and I teach it often, because it's a way to ground yourself and then get into the space of your heart. By the way, the space of the heart is how you journey into other realms, and it's how these spirit beings come through. It's always through the heart. So what I'm going to do is just going to take your breath. You're going to breathe it down into your sacrum area, which is also your sacred area, and push it down into the ground. And that is the way you ground and touch earth. And then bring your breath back up into your heart. And you're going to take just a few breaths in and out of your heart. And when you do that, think of love. If you have a hard time getting that feeling of love, think of someone you love. Maybe your pet animal, maybe your spouse, maybe your friend. And breathe that in and out to feel that feeling in your heart. And listen, nothing has to be perfect. If you don't do that perfectly, don't worry about it. It's the fact that we have our intentions right here, and it will work that way. And then I'll talk about the rest of the protection. Okay, so let's breathe just for a few moments here. Okay, Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold Rodney's hands. He has his right hand hitting my left hand, my right hand's touching his left hand. That's called circuitry exercise. It's the masculine side of his body is communicating with my feminine side, and my masculine side is communicating with his feminine side. We all have masculine and feminine energies. That's the negative and positive polarities within us. And this helps us connect. This is something I added more recently, and it seems to take the lessons and sessions to another degree. So that's what I'm doing right now. And now I'm going to say a prayer, and this prayer is just speaking from my heart about protection, about raising our energy, vibration, so we all could be in the same space. And then again, if you're listening to this later on, you too will be in that same encoded protection. And so here we go. God, Goddess, Universe, Spirit guides all our relations. We are gathered here tonight. It's All Hallows Eve. I'm with Rodney and Dave Scott and myself and all the wonderful listeners out there who are listening to this now and sharing with us or listening to us later. You are wrapped into a protective, loving light. We speak to that which only comes from the highest, goodest, greatest, best part of love, of divine source. We work with this energy and allow it to come forth through us and to reach these levels of messages, inspiration, guidance, wisdom, love. We ask that those messages that need to come forth come through. We ask that those beings come through that can help us, and always, always have our best interest at heart. The white light surrounds us, surrounds every single one of us, surrounds the airwaves. We just put a blanket of light out there into the world because the world always needs more love. And we always say thank you in advance for the teachings, the wisdom, the inspiration, the guidance, the sharing, the messages, because it is all through love and through the heart that this comes forth. And we say thank you, and now we may begin. Okay.
Amen.
So
let's do this.
All right. So another thing I do, I'm going to do it real quickly, is I turn on my audio recorder because I record every single session. And then I'm going to, here we go. Today is Halloween, December 31st, 2017. I'm with Dave Scott, Rodney, and myself, and the whole Spaced Out radio group, and we are doing a session. And right now it is about approximately 9:35 Pacific time. Okay, guys, so what I'm doing now is when we work this, Rodney puts two hands on there. He has with typically 6 fingers. I have one finger. That's all I use these days. And my other hand has a pen in it, and I write with my right hand, and I'll call up the letters. And so get your paper and pens ready, and here we go. And they're ready. They're here. We always start with an opening statement, Dave, and then we'll go into the questions.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So here we go. S P O S S I B L E W E W A N T T O R E M I N D Y O U T H A T E A C H O F Y O U H A S R E C E I V E D T H E S A M E T W O G R E A T G I F T S F O. Nope, that was an O. Okay, F R O M G O D O R S T H O S E A R E F R E E D O M A N D C R E A T I V I T Y T H R O U G H F R E A R T H O S E A R E T H A T W I L L A T T E M P T T O C O N T R O L Y O U. Gotta turn the page. Hold on a second. Thank you. What's the next letter? A N D R O B F R O M Y O U Y O U R F R E E D O M A N D S T U N T Y O U R C R E A T I V E M I N D T H I S C E L E B R A T I O N R E M I N D S U S T H A T F E A R I S M O R E O F A J O K E A N D L E S S A R E A L I T Y L E T U S B E G I N. Okay, guys. So what they do, just so I know you can't see it, they will use all the letters on the board and not just stick to the alphabet. They'll use the words in the word Ouija across the board. I am using a 1973 William Fold board, just so everybody knows. And when I said the letter wrong, because sometimes they do swiping, and it looks like they're saying an E when they really meant F, the planchette will move all the way down to the word by. And that's our code we created when I have the wrong letter. So when I say, oh, no, it's not right, they go down to by. You can't see that. And when I know they're done with the message, they come to a complete standstill. The planchette stops right in the middle of the board in the empty space. So just to explain what's going on. So let's read this back. I'll try to read it. And here we go. It is with great joy that we join you in this time of celebration, as we have no time, but we know your time is short. We will, as brief as possible. Okay, they left out a word probably. We will, as brief as possible. We want to remind you that each of you has received the same two great gifts from God or S. Now, when they use S by itself, if you recall, Dave, that means source. That's the abbreviation. Yeah, okay. So the two great gifts from God or source, those are freedom and creativity. Through fear, those are that will attempt to control you. Okay, through fear, those are that will attempt to control you and rob from you your freedom and stunt your creative mind. This celebration reminds us that fear is more of a joke and less a reality. Let us begin. Oh, because of Halloween. Right, you get to pretend. And they said that's more of a joke. So let us begin.
Right. All right. So I hope everybody has their pens and papers ready, because we are going to start firing off the questions from our audience here.
Great.
On Spaced Out Radio. So you got to be in one of the chat rooms once again. All right. And keep them precise questions. And we'll start off with Catherine's. Okay. And she is asking, who is guiding her mother's heart towards her emotional abandonment of her daughter? So Catherine is wondering if her mother will come back to seeing the love towards her.
Okay, here we go. We're starting to move now. Here we go. Here you go, Catherine. Is that right? I? Okay. S, A, V, I, B, oh, sorry, C. Thank you. T, I, M, O, F, A, B, A, N, D, O, N, M, E, N, T, B, U, T, R, A, T, H, E, R, T, H, E, P, E, R, S, O, N, T, H, A, T, W, O, U, L, D, L, E, T, hold on, turn the page. I write big, you guys. T, H, E, M, S, E, L, V, E, S, T, O, B, E, A, B, A, N, D, O, N, E, D, T, H, I, S, N, O, T, S, P, E, C, I, E, oh, F. Thank you. I, C, T, O, Y, O, U, A, L, O, N, E, B, U, T, T, O, M, A, N, Y, T, H, A, T, W, O, U, L, D, G, I, V, E, A, W, A, Y, T, H, E, I, R, F, R, E, E, D, O, M, A, N, D, R, E, P, L, A, C, E, I, T, W, I, T, H, V, I, C, T, I, M, H, O, O, D, P, L, E, A, S, E, R, E, M, E, M, B, E, R, Y, O, U, A, R, E, N, O, T, A, B, L, E, T, O, C, H, A, N, G, E, thank you, Y, O, U, C, A, N, O, N, L, Y, C, H, A, N, G, E, Y, O, U. Okay, so one thing I'll say, I do get the words sometimes. One of the things I work with the guides on, I do direct channeling. So they'll come through my voice as well. And so what I'm doing in this session, I have to try to set myself out. Although I do know some of the words, I won't guess them for you guys because I want to all spell out for you. Sometimes I guess them and they're wrong. So I really have to just trust their messages as they come through. All right, so this is what we got. This is for you, Catherine. This is a difficult time. We must be clear about what's that? Oh, the realities of your world. This is a difficult time. You must be clear about the realities of your world. The question would be better stated, not that one is a victim of a abandonment, but rather the person that would let themselves to be abandoned. This is not specific to you alone, but to many that would give away their freedom and replace it with victimhood. Please remember, you are not able to change. You can only change you. I wonder if there's a word missing there.
Yeah, I think there is.
Let's ask him. Is there a word missing after that word change? Not be able to change. H? Yeah, her. H-E-R. Please remember, you are not able to change her. You can only change you. Interesting. The open-end statement talked about our freedoms. Don't ever give those away. People will rob them from us. So they're saying, don't because this happened to you, don't continue to put yourself in that place that person did to you, because now you're repeating the same thing that person did to you. So instead, don't let your freedom be robbed anymore, and know that only you can change you. She will never change unless she changes herself. She may change, but I'll tell you what I find is that I work on this all the time. If something in my world's not working right, if I work on changing me first, thinking how I think about it, how I perceive it, other things I can do, and try to just follow joy and take myself out of those places and spaces where I feel crappy, things start shifting. And next thing you know, those people do change. Not because you change, but because they have to change to stay in your life. I hope that makes sense.
Great session. And once again, we do have the questions that are starting to pop up here. Daryl, if you could maybe change your message from French to English, that would be absolutely fantastic. I would appreciate that. It might be a little bit easier for me to read. So I'm West Coast Canadian. We don't do a lot of the French over here. If I was in the East, we would be just fine. We got about 30 seconds before we're going to take our first break of the night. Karen, why don't you just quickly tell people where they can look you up, your website, or how they can get in touch with you?
Thank you very much. You'll find me under social media under Karen A. Dahlman, D-A-H-L-M-A-N. Put that middle initial in there. He's got my name spelled right on Spaced Out Radio. Go to my YouTube channel. I have 111 videos all about the topics of navigating the unseen realms. I interview some really incredible people. And then I'll have a show where I did, I think, 70 videos with a friend of mine, and we just talk about how to use the Ouija board and use it in a good manner. I do want to say I appreciate people being very open with their questions, and it will get probably emotional, and I feel the emotions too. So I just want to say just a big hug to Catherine, because it is hard to open up and be honest with yourself here.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a quick break here. Karen Dahlman, our guest tonight on Spaced Out Radio. Hour number 1 of the live Ouija board session is in the books. We got 2 hours to go. As we go, where not many will go previous or after us. You're listening to Spaced Out Radio. I am your host, Dave Scott. Sit back, relax. Ask a question in the chat rooms. We'll be back.
365 days a year, we're in the field, investigating UFO sightings, talking to alien abductees, and visiting secret military locations like Area 51. We're UFO Seekers, official partner of Spaced Out Radio. Follow our daily search for the truth at ufoseekers.com or like us on social media. Catch us on Spaced Out Radio every third Monday of the month as we discuss Area 51, UFOs, and more. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube.
From coast to coast to coast, Blacklight Uncharted is taking on the paranormal across Canada. From ghostly hauntings to the UFOs flying above in conjunction with MUFON Canada, we're closely investigating what's going on in the northern skies and checking out the apparitions that walk among us. Check out our videos right here at spacedoutradio.com. We want to know your thoughts, we want to hear your experiences, and we want you to share your stories. The answers are out there, and we intend to find them.
Would you like to become one of our space travelers? All you have to do is click on the Space Travelers icon at spacedoutradio.com. For only $5 a month, you can get access to some great prizes, as well as private monthly shows, newsletters, and a members-only section on our website. Become a space traveler today.
It's paranormal news at its finest. Welcome to The Encounter. At spaceoutradio.com, The Encounter online is SOR's trusted news source for everything weird and strange going on around the world. This is news editor Eric Markham. Our team of journalists are scouring the planet for those strange stories that rarely make the mainstream. No fear-mongering or fake news here. Head over to spaceoutradio.com and encounter The Encounter.
Want to learn more about aliens, cover-ups, conspiracies, cryptids, and the paranormal? All you have to do is tune in S4 as we take over the Spaced Out Radio Night, starting at midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, each and every Saturday night, right after Spaced Out Saturdays. Hi there, this is Eric Cooper from Forest Moon Paranormal. Join me, Corey Ruiz, and friends as we discuss the hot topics of the night. It's fun, entertaining, and as dark as the night. Find us at spacedoutradio.com.
Hey, this is Canadian Paranormal Investigator Mike Moore. The third Wednesday of every month, I'll be teaming up with Dave Scott to bring you Ghosts of the Great White North. Each month, we will bring on guests from across Canada to discuss their ghostly encounters. Canada is a paranormal hotbed with stories you've never heard, so we're going to bring them to you. So get comfy on your Chesterfield, grab a donut, and join us, eh?
Are you an experiencer? Have you had run-ins with strange creatures you can't explain? ETs, Dogman, Bigfoot, werewolves? They're enough to scare the daylights out of anyone. Hi there, I'm Butch Witkowski from your Cop. And on the last Monday of every month, you can listen to me and the host, Dave Scott, talk about the weird and the strange being reported on Spaced Out Radio. I'm going to bring my investigations and sources, you bring your experiences, and we'll figure out the rest together. Strange Days on Spaced Out Radio. Come tune us in at spacedoutradio.com.
Want a place to share your experiences without feeling judged? We have the place for you. If you've experienced sightings or contact with ETs, ghosts, cryptids, or UFOs, and you'd like someone to confidentially look into the matter, just fill out an SOR Sightlines report. Our goal is to help you get the answers you need to the experiences you've had with our professional team of researchers. Your information stays 100% confidential. The SOR Sightlines report. Fill out your experience today only at spacedoutradio.com.
Psychic Sundays, spiritual communication, ET contact, Sasquatch in your backyard. We will have it all on Cosmic Passport with me, Elizabeth Anglin. Each Sunday, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, at spacedoutradio.com, I will take you on a journey of enlightenment. The goal is learning from the soul on out. We'd love it if you joined our experience, Cosmic Passport, heard Sundays at spacedoutradio.com.
Are you interested in advertising on Spaced Out Radio? Head to our website at spacedoutradio.com and click on our advertising tab. There, you will find an assortment of ways you can get your product out there with us, from radio commercials to banners and social media. Have a product you'd like our hosts to endorse? We can do that too. Visit spacedoutradio.com for more details.
From British Columbia to Northern California, Pacific North Weird has Cascadia covered. Check out our feature videos at spacedoutradio.com, where I, Vincent Zunza, and my super sleuth partner Alexandra Sullivan track down the weird and strange stories from around the Pacific Northwest. From Bigfoot to Mel's Hole and everything in between. This is what makes life exciting. So why report the normal when we can report the Pacific North Weird? Right here at spacedoutradio.com.
Don't have time to listen to Spaced Out Radio Live? Wherever you are, the car, the office, the shower, or even if you're traveling, we're right here for you. Each Spaced Out Radio show can be found on iTunes, TuneIn, and on our YouTube channel, Spaced Out Radio Show. It's the perfect way for you to catch up on our shows. For more information, just head over to our website, spacedoutradio.com, and tune in to us today.
Welcome to Spaced Out Saturdays with me, Dave Cruz from Beyond the Strange. Our weekly feature on spacedoutradio.com will take you around the world discussing everything from the paranormal to the latest conspiracies from the top guests in their fields. We won't leave any story uncovered. Spaced Out Saturdays at spacedoutradio.com starting 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern.
The views and opinions expressed by tonight's guest and topic of discussion do not necessarily represent the official policy or position of Spaced Out Radio, Spaced Out Weekend, Spaced Out Radio Limited, its hosts, syndicated carriers, or anyone associated with this broadcast. Would you like to connect with us? Head to spacedoutradio.com for all your latest show info. And hit us up on Twitter using the hashtag SpacedOutRadio. Now, back to Dave Scott and SOR.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spaced Out Radio tonight. I am your host, Dave Scott. Good to have you with us. 2 hours left in Halloween here on the West Coast. Tomorrow night on the program, Michael W. Hall, the paranormal lawyer, will join us as we talk law, the paranormal, UFOs, for 3 hours. It's going to be a great show indeed. We get going at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern time at spacedoutradio.com. We want to welcome in everyone listening in on WQEE 99 Rock the Key down in Noonan, Georgia, home of The Walking Dead. We are live as well on the United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and over 160 countries around the world. Thank you for being with us as well. We are also live on KTLK, The Fringe FM, Renegade Talk Radio out of Las Vegas. And if you're listening in on Revolution Radio, remember the Double R Machine is a donation station financed by you, the valued listener. Head on over to freedomslips.com and donate today. Bill Cardwell has set the password for tonight in the SOR Space Travelers Club. Incunabulum is your password. Make sure you use it wisely, Space Travelers, as Bill sets a password each and every night right here on the mighty SOR. Now, if you want to follow us on social media, you can do so on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio. Use the hashtag Spaced Out Radio. If you want to connect live with me during the show as well, you could give our Facebook page a like, Spaced Out Radio Show. You could join us for live chat in the SOR Space Travelers group on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Dave Scott, SOR. Now, we're also on iHeartRadio in the United States, TalkStream Live. Tune us in on TuneIn. Download and subscribe to our shows on iTunes. Our website is spacedoutradio.com. Now, if you want to check out our website, we have a plethora of features for you at spacedoutradio.com. You can shop at our Spaced Out Radio store. Sign up for the SOR Space Travelers Club. Read The Encounter online. Watch UFO Seekers videos, along with Contact TV, and rock out to some Bumblefoot. Everything at spacedoutradio.com. Karen Dahlman is our guest tonight for the second Halloween in a row. We are doing a live Ouija Board session. You must be in one of the chat rooms or on Twitter to get your question answered. So we're going to fire it right up with Karen once again. Thank you so much for you and Rodney joining us tonight.
Well, we love being here. Glad to be with the whole audience. And by the way, I'm in the chat room in Spreaker. That's where I am. I'm not in multiple chat rooms. That's a little too much for me to manage.
Oh, trust me, it's too much for me to manage sometimes as well.
I have to wield the Ouija over here with the words and writing. And that's all I can do is one chat room.
That's okay. We're gonna let it go this time. But
Thanks.
What we're going to do, I know there's multiple questions from individual people, but I'm going to try and get as many people their questions in as possible. So if I skip over one of your questions, if you've already asked one, it may take a little bit for me to get back to that second one. So just keep them coming. Let's go over to the Revolution Radio chat room. Sungazer has a question, and he is wondering if Spirit can tell us what is actually happening with the moon. Is it hollow? Is it solid? Are we allowed there? What is the situation on the moon?
Okay, here we go, Sungazer. This is for you. It's moving now. Here we go. Y O U R M O O N I S A S O L I D P E I. Yes, thank you. Is that right? Is there an E in there or not? No. Okay. P I. Thank you. E, there we go. C, E, he had it backwards at first. O, F, S, P, A, C, E, R, U, B, B, L, E, N, O, T, A, F, A, N, T, A, S, T, I, C, R, O, U, N, D, B, A, L, L, I, T, I, S, A, N, I, N, T, R, I, C, I, T, P, A, R, T, O, F, Y, O, U, R, E, A, R, T, H, A, N, D, Y, O, U, R, E, C, O, L, O, G, Y, I, N, G, E, N, E, R, A, L. Okay, it says your moon is a solid piece of space rubble, not a fantastic round ball. It is an...
I think that's intricate.
That's it, intricate. Yeah, I think there's a little misspelling there. Well, we'll ask for clarification. An intricate part, thank you, Dave, intricate part of your Earth and your ecology. What? In general, and your ecology in general. Okay, your moon is a solid piece of space rubble, not a fantastic round ball. It is an intricate part of your Earth and your ecology in general. Was that word supposed to be intricate? Did we get that right?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay.
He said that's right. Yes.
Yes. The board and me are agreeing tonight.
That's one of the rare times when they'll do a yes/no. We'll do yes/no questions.
That's when we ask yes/no, right? Just to get, because what happens is it's not so much they're missing words when they come to me like in my mind, and when they do direct channeling, it's so rapid. It's like fast. So this slows it down. This is really laborious for them, and it's asking them to slow down to such like a third dimensional level from such a high frequency that words we miss, not because they missed them, because I missed them somehow. Like my mind is not allowing that word to come through, so it's blocking or Rodney is all of us together. So that's what happened there.
All right, let's get to Ron's question here.
Okay.
He is saying his wife Kelly would like to hear from her dad.
Oh, okay. All right, our fingers are on here. Here we go. It's moving. W H A T W O U L D S H E L I K E T O H E A R T H A T S H E H A S N O T H E A R D I N T H E P A S T A N D E V E R Y T H. Sorry, was that a H? I. Sorry, it's an I. T I M E H E H A P P E N S I N T O H E R T H O U G H T S I T I S N O T B Y A C C I D E N T T H A T Y O U T H I N K O F Y O U R F A T H E R H E I S T H E R E W I T H A N D I S C O M M U N I C A T I N G T H E T H O U G H T S T H A T Y O U F E E L Y O U D O N O T N E E D U S T O S P E A K W I T H H I M B U T Y O U D O N E E D T O T R U S T T H E M E S S A G E S A S H E D E L I V E R S T H E M A N D Y O U C A N L I S T, L I T, no S there, T E R A L L Y H A V E C O N V E R S A T I O N S W I T H H I M D I R E C T L Y. Whew, okay. All right, Kelly and Ron, what would she like to hear that she has not heard in the past? And every time he happens into her thoughts, it is not by accident that you think of your father. He is there with and is communicating the thoughts that you feel. You do not need us to speak with him, but you do need to trust the messages as he delivers them, and you can literally have conversations with him directly. So, often what the guides will do, they will not live our lives for us. So sometimes they will bring us messages, but they don't always come through if they feel like you're already doing it. So this is really saying to you, Callie, that you have this ability. You're already doing it. You know it in your heart. And that if you just trust a little bit more, you're going to hear more directly what he's telling you. And this is part of how they teach us to grow and evolve into our own greatness, our own abilities to be multidimensional beings and understand that we are truly in all different realms at the same time. This is one way they teach us this.
Awesome.
So I hope that helps.
Let's move on to Wyatt's question. He is saying, he is asking, does the board see or the guide see a move in his near future so he can continue along his path?
Wonderful. Okay, here we go, Wyatt. It's moving. Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, there's the message.
That's what they normally do. Let's see. I think they're very funny, you guys. They're very funny. Okay.
I think Wyatt was the one who asked about yes and no questions.
Oh, was he?
Should answer yes and no questions.
Oh, was he the one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hysterical. Okay, here we are. Our hands are still on it, Wyatt. Don't worry. That's their way of having humor. Here we go. I love it. THEREMANYK. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. That's a swipe. Okay. There many moves. There's probably are, but it says there are many moves or there are none. How much influence you have over them is up to you. We always, that whether passive, so something missing there, but we'll get that word in a second. We always, that whether passive or more forcefully, you must be active in the process. What word is missing here? It looks like we're missing a word after we always, here we go. Suggest. Okay, T. All right. I think, was there a word missing here after there in the very beginning? Are you missing the word are? Yes, okay. All right. There are many moves or there are none. How much influence you have over them is up to you. We always suggest that whether passive or more forcefully, you must be active in the process. So, I think somebody said it really eloquently earlier in the chat room. We create our reality. So what is it that you want and aim towards that, create that, and draw that energy to you. Is there anything else you want to say to Wyatt? I put my hands back on here about that process. Did we cover it, or is there more to say about this? Here, that's moving right now. THISIUNIVES. No, sorry, is that not S? Sorry. RSAL. Just that this is universal. So, if you want to make that move and you want that to happen, you make it happen. Or you don't have to be forceful about it, but you could be active in the process of it, if that helps.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Let's move on here to the next question. This one comes from Christopher, who is asking if the spirit that is interfering and fighting with him, or who is the spirit that is interfering and fighting with him as of late?
Okay. This is for Christopher?
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah, the planchette is moving. Here we go. Y O U A R E T H A T S P I R I T I T I S N O T O F S T H A T Y O U M I G H T B E T O R M E N T E D B Y A S P I R I T H O W E V E R Y E A R E N O T H E R E T O T E L L Y O U T H A T Y O U S H O U L D C H A N G E Y O U R B E L I E F S. Let me turn the page. Hold on a second. Thank you. All right, next letter. T H E R E F O R E I F Y O U R B E L I E F I S T H A T T H I S A S P I R I T A N D Y O U A R E A V I C T I M O F T H I S W I L E Y. Is that right? Okay, yeah. C R I T T E R W E W I L L S U P P O S R T Y O U I N T H I S A N D S T A N D W I T H W H E N T H E T I M E C O M E S F O R Y O U T O R E B E L A G, thank you, A I N S T T H E S E B E L I E F S W E W I L L S A Y T H E M O R E Y O U B E L I E V E T H I S T O B E T R U E T H E S T R O N G E R T H E Y W I L L B E C O M E Y O U T O R E G A I N Y O U R, which letter? B, thank you. E L I E F I N Y O U A N D R E J E C T A L L T H O U G H T S O F A N Y O T H E R P O W E R O U T S I D E O F Y O U A N D S. Okay, wow, that's it was like a page and a half on that one.
I never know. I get lost.
Oh, I get lost too.
I got way lost on that.
Me too. I'm just calling up the letters. Hope we didn't miss words. Okay, Christopher, you are that spirit. It is not of, okay, when they say S by itself, That means source. If you weren't on the show a little earlier, we mentioned that. I'll start over. You are that spirit. It is not of source that you might be tormented by a spirit. However, we are not here to tell you that you should change your beliefs. Therefore, if your belief is that this is a spirit and you are a victim of this wily critter. Wily critter. That's a cartoon character, right?
I don't think
Wile E. Coyote, yes.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote. Wile critter. That's cute. We will support you in this and stand with I think they mean you, when the time comes for you to be, oh gosh, did you get that word?
Against these beliefs.
Oh, okay. To be against these beliefs, we will say the more you believe this to be true, the stronger they will become. You to regain your belief in you and reject all thoughts of any other power outside of you and source.
There we go.
Wow.
Powerful.
That is powerful. I hope you got that's a long one, but basically what they're saying is you can choose. Okay, I'm going to throw something out here to you, Christopher. That's pretty bizarre, and I know your listeners here, Dave, totally get this. The whole concept of we are multidimensional beings all at the same time. In fact, all of our past, present, future lives are happening right now. So this is like quantum physics. This is also spirituality. This is what the guides talk about all the time. So if you're being tormented by a spirit, that could be you in another parallel existence or another lifetime, but it's still you. So take back the power within yourself to understand it doesn't have to be an external source. It's either you or you growing within yourself. So just chew on that one. These blow my mind too. Okay.
But it goes along with them talking about
not giving away our freedom,
right,
or creativity.
Yeah, and not that evil is something we project, not
or even something spooky, and to not become a victim of that projection. What people do to us, what happens to us, or our own projections. Don't become a victim of our own projections. But as the guides say, they will stand by your beliefs no matter what.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
And this question comes from Robin, who is asking, why is it important for him to learn about ancient history?
Ooh, nice. Okay, Robin, this is for you. Hands going on the planet. Give me 1 second. Scoot up here. Okay, I'm ready. Ready, Roddy? Okay, here we go. It's moving. It's for you, Robin. A, N, C, I, E, N, T, A, N, D, H, I, S, T, O, R, Y, A, R, E, B, O, T, H, I, N, V, E, N, T, I, O, N, S, O, F, T, H, O, S, E, W, H, O, E, X, I, S, T, I, N, A, L, I, N, E, A, R, T, I, M, E, L, M, O, D, E, L, T, O, K, N, O, W, T, H, I, S, H, I, S, T, O, R, Y, I, S, T, O, B, E, T, T, E, R, K, N, O, W, Y, O, U, R, P, A, S, T, A, N D F U T U R E S E L V E S A N. Oh, sorry. I don't know if it was an N. A. Go ahead. Sorry. No, it's not an N. A S T H E Y I N T R U T H E X I S T I N T H E N O W. Okay, ancient and history are both invitations of those who exist in a linear time model. To know this history is to better know your past and future selves, as they in truth exist in the now. This is what we we're just talking about to Christopher. So ancient history is great, especially ancient history, because then it really sets you up to know who you are right now in all those different timelines and who you're going to be in all those different timelines. But the key is it's all happening now. I got to tell you, the wisdom of this information this group brings forward, this collective group, is ancient knowledge and wisdom. So it's esoteric. It's some of the stuff that comes from the great mystery.
It's esoteric to us.
It's right.
It's perfectly logical to them.
It's hidden to us, but to them it's not. Yeah, it's logical, right? Okay.
Well, that was an interesting answer, nonetheless.
It always is. It always is.
Sometimes I end up scratching my head afterwards trying to figure out what they actually mean by it, because some of the messages are so cryptid.
You know, and that's a good point, because what we do is we'll go back and read these, and I will read these. I mean, like I said, I keep copious notes, and I will go back and even read some when I write my books, even a few years ago or even 10 years ago. And what I find is that there's different ways to hear each message. So if you're writing your answers down, read it to yourself tonight, read it again tomorrow, read it the next day, and you're going to hear different levels of it. It's going to take you to new places. They encode their messages with the vibration, and they purposely speak kind of poetic, kind of mythopoetic, and kind of cryptic on purpose, so you can hear the multi-dimensions within it, because that's what you are yourself.
I do.
Go ahead.
The other day we did a session, and this is just a perfect example, where they used the word yield, and they used it in such a way that the entire 3 pages of verse, as it were, the word yield was used several times, and every time it could have meant yield as in slow down and let whatever pass, or the yield as in the amount of yield from crops.
The fruit.
Right? And everything they said could have used both those meanings, and that didn't hit us. I heard it one way, she heard it another, and it didn't hit us till the next day.
We talked about it.
We talked about it.
And so that's what I'm saying. You'll hear these words, and you might hear several meanings, every single one of these messages. So definitely listen to them again and again, and read them again and again. This is what I do all the time. And this is a way to help, for them to help us grow into our greatest selves, and to take our power back and know that our true source comes within, because we are an expression of source itself.
And I think if you just take your own message and read it over and over,
yes.
Just your own message, you are going to start peeling back those layers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I really believe that in their source, because source is, I think, intertwined in all of us.
Yes, it is.
Will begin to interpret those messages in many different ways for you.
Yes.
All right, let's get to Milo's question here.
Okay.
He is saying, I've had a couple people tell me my uncle who passed before I was born is contacting me through a psychic friend. What is Huey Breslin trying to convey to me?
Okay. All right, here we go. This message is from Milo. Hands are on the planchette, and it's moving, and here we go. Y O U N E E D N O T U S E F R I E N D S O F A N Y I L K I F Y O U W I S H T O S P E A K W I T H A L O V E D O N E T H A T H A S P A S S E D A S P A R T O F Y O U R G R O W T H W I T H I N Y O U R L I F E Y O U W I L L H A V E M A N Y S U D C H E N C O U N T. Hold on a second. E. Go ahead. R S O F T H I S K I N D T A K E. Let me turn the page. T H E T I M E A N D E F F O R T T O B E A N A C T I V E P A R T I C I P A N T I N T H E S E I N T E R A C T I O N S O or R, J U S T S I T B A C K A N D L E T O T H E R S T E L L Y O U A B O U T Y O U R L I F E E I T H, thank you, E R O N E W I L L D O Y O U C H O O S E. Okay. Great. So this is for Milo. You need not use friends. So what's that word right here? FANY. Did you get that? So, friends
of.
Oh, friends of. Okay, got it.
Any.
Ilk.
Ilk.
Yeah, that's the word. Okay. You need not use friends of any ilk, ILK. It's not a word I would choose, but
Not the word.
a lot of times they use words that we have to go look up in the dictionary. You need not use friends of any ilk if you wish to speak with the loved one that has passed. As part of your growth within your life, you will have many such encounters of this kind. Take the time and effort to be an active participant in these interactions, or just sit back and let others tell you about your life. Either one will do. You choose. I'll tell you what I'm feeling here as well, is that you have the abilities to really be able to reach into these realms, and that they want you to start doing it on your own, because you have everybody has these abilities, but yours are really coming forth as a strong proclivity. So I think what they're saying is sit back, relax, and literally, and just allow these messages to come to you, because they will. You just got to take time. It takes practice, but you can do it. That's what they're saying. What did you get from that, Ron?
Yeah, that, and you choose whichever way you want to do it.
Yeah, you can go either way. They're just saying you can do this. Really, I'm getting the feeling that you could do this really strongly. That's what I'm getting, and that you're going to have many other opportunities to do this yourself.
We have about 5.5 minutes here before we got to go to our next break. I want to try and squeeze in one more if Spirit will let us. And this one is...
Well, I'll tell you what. If we'll go. We just take a break, and then we come back, and Spirit will continue where we end at that.
Sure. Okay. Spirit will take a 7-minute commercial too. They'll go for Spirit coffee, maybe a Spirit cigarette, or whatever they do. Take the time, answer a couple of Spirit text messages, and go from there. This question goes for Mary. She is wondering if her grandpa Ellis is close to guiding her.
Okay, this is for Mary. Hands are on the planchette, and here it's moving. Here we go. You may only be guided by those of your choosing, and if this is your choice, he's waiting by the gate. Interesting. That was quick.
Wonder which gate that is.
I think it's a double meaning. I'm going to guess the pearly gates, because that's probably a metaphor you've used before, or something that reminds you of going to heaven. That's everybody thinks of that, symbolism. But I think it also means that all you have to do is open it up, and you can allow him to come through and guide. The interesting thing is, we all have guides around us at all times, angels, loved ones, but we have to be open to allow them to guide. Nobody will interfere with our free will. So you just choose. And if this is your choice, he is waiting by the gate, and you will be receiving messages from him and inspiration and guidance if that's what you choose. It's really a beautiful thing. There's nothing but unconditional love from these other dimensions. I hope that helps.
I think
Kit
it does.
Kat, that was a good try, by the way, Kit Kat. It was a great try.
What did she say?
She was trying to type what we were saying.
She's doing really well.
She's doing really well.
In the chat room, she's typing everything down. It's hard, and they swipe over letters, and I have to go back and erase it. But you're doing a great job. Thank you.
She is. She's doing, and Michael McNeil is doing the exact same thing in the Space Out Radio chat room on Facebook as well. So
wonderful, and Mary seemed to understand that message. You're very welcome. Great. I'm glad to hear that.
Absolutely. We have about a minute and a half here.
I'll tell you what. What do you think? Is there a question I should answer real quickly?
Let's see here.
Because I don't think we'll get through a message right now.
I don't think we'll get through a message, but I'm just looking here.
Good night, Wyatt.
Yeah. Oh, is Wyatt leaving? He got his question, and then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Okay, well, at least he got his question, yes.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is a personal question.
Sure.
Do you have fun with this? How often are you doing this?
Do I have fun? I'm very passionate about it. Okay, is it fun? It is fun for me because you can see the depth of this, and I think the most fun I have is the interactions I have with people, such as yourselves here in the chat room, with you, Dave, with Rodney, my board partners. We get to talk about these messages and then see how they're applicable to us, and it's enlightening to me. It's very enlightening, and we were telling you during the break, I consider this tongue in cheek. Ouija therapy, because it definitely helps. It helps us again grow, and so to me, it's fun to explore, discover, express myself, be creative, and this gives me an outlet for that. Plus, it's fun, if you want to use that word. It's more, I would say, empowering and exciting to bring this to other people. So it's a passion of mine, and I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, there was a time when we worried if people weren't going to be accepting.
Well, because they're scared of the board.
Because they're scared of the board. But with people like you and your chat rooms and so forth, people have been so accepting and so supportive,
and okay to take it or leave it. Now, how often do we do it? So I can do this on my own. I prefer using a partner. I'm doing more direct voice channeling, where I receive messages from the daily and I write it down. Rodney is scheduled. He works a lot, so do I, for our other businesses. And so when Rodney's available, I think we did it last time. It was 18 days ago together. Yeah. So we're doing it maybe twice a month if we can. Sometimes more if he's around more. But if not, that's okay. I'm still getting messages in other ways.
Damn it, Rodney. We need you around more. We need you around. All right, guys, I'm going to get you guys to hold on. We're going to hop out here for our second break of the night on Spaced Out Radio. Karen Dahlman and Rodney hanging out, candles by the side, the Ouija board and the planchette going wild tonight on Spaced Out Radio. Yeah, we're brave enough around here to do live Ouija board sessions on Halloween. Why not? It's only scary if you let it be scary. Just another tool to connect with our source and the spirits on the other side. At least that's what I believe. You may believe different, but we're going for another hour here. We're going to try and get in all the questions. Stick around. Spaced Out Radio Hour number 3 is next.
We're getting strange on Saturday nights. Hi there, this is Dave Cruz, and each Saturday, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, I will take you on a tour of the weird and obtuse on Spaced Out Saturdays, from aliens to Sasquatch and every tinfoil hat in between. We got you covered. Join us at spacedoutradio.com for Spaced Out Saturdays. See you there.
Not ready for bed on Saturday night? Right after Spaced Out Saturdays, hop on over to S4 with Corey Ruiz and me, Eric Cooper from Forest Moon Paranormal. With S4, there are no limits to what we try and uncover. From government conspiracies to helping clean up the paranormal, no topic is safe on S4. We get to the heart of the matter, of the subjects you want to learn more about. So tune in on S4 starting at midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, only on spacedoutradio.com.
Have you you had an experience you can't explain, would you like someone you can trust to look into it? We have just the place. The SOR Sightlines Report is the place for you to find answers, whether it's Bigfoot, UFOs, Dogman, ghosts, aliens, or anything strange. The Sightlines Report will get you connected with one of our expert researchers to find out what's going on. All of your personal information is kept 100% confidential. The SOR Sightlines Report, a place for you to find the answers you need, only at spacedoutradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Butch Witkowski, lead investigator with U4Cop. On the final Monday of every month, you can listen to me and host Dave Scott on Spaced Out Radio's Strange Days. We're going to get to the heart of the matter when it comes to what's happening out there. People are seeing and experiencing things from ET contact to Bigfoot, and I want to hear about it. Your experiences are what we investigators need to help solve these unknown mysteries. So tune in at spacedoutradio.com to the final Monday of every month from Butch Witkowski's Strange Days.
This is Eric Markham, news editor for the Spaced Out Radio's The Encounter Online. We have put together a great team of writers and journalists from all over the world to bring you top-quality paranormal stories, from alien encounters to the latest conspiracies. You won't find any of that fake news here. True stories and top-notch reporting as we look to bring these experiences to the mainstream. The Encounter Online, only at spacedoutradio.com.
Do you want to know the truth? Do UFOs exist? Are aliens real? Are the governments hiding the biggest secret in history? We're UFO seekers, and we're on a hunt for the truth. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow along with us as we journey across the United States, visiting UFO hotspots and alien hotspots, trying to document the UFO phenomenon. Catch us on Spaced Out Radio every third Monday of the month as we discuss Area 51, UFOs, and more. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Patrolling the Pacific Northwest, we are always on the lookout for the strange and unassuming stories that real people are experiencing. Hi, I'm Vincent Zunza from Pacific North Weird. Me and Alexandra Sullivan have teamed to bring to you those odd stories that never seem to make it into the mainstream. Stories so weird that will leave you scratching your head wondering, is this real? It's as real as it gets with Pacific North Weird. You can watch our videos right here at spacedoutradio.com.
Become more intimate and interactive with Spaced Out Radio. Join our Space Travelers Club with your new membership. For $5 a month, we'll provide you with special access to the website, monthly prize draws from books to psychic readings, along with monthly newsletter, private interviews, and more. Sign up today to be part of Spaced Out Radio's experience.
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
Don't have time to listen to Spaced Out Radio live? Wherever you are, the car, the office, the shower, or even if you're traveling, we're right here for you. Each Spaced Out Radio show can be found on iTunes, TuneIn, and on our YouTube channel, Spaced Out Radio Show. It's the perfect way for you to catch up on our shows. For more information, just head over to our website, spacedoutradio.com, and tune in to us today.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Strange creatures lurking in the night, the sounds of wood knocking in the forest, odd happenings right out of a fictional world. These are the reports I love. Hi there, this is author Ronald Murphy, and I would love it if you join me and Spaced Out Radio host Dave Scott the second Wednesday of every month on our journey into the unknown land of cryptozoology at spacedoutradio.com. From Mothman to Frogman and everything in between. Hey, they don't call me the crypto guru for nothing.
It's Cosmic Sundays with me, Elizabeth Anglin, in Cosmic Passport. Let me take you down a 3-hour spiritual journey where we will get into everything from ET contact to Psychic Sundays. It's a journey of listening and learning together with some of the best professionals in their fields. You can tune in to Cosmic Passport at spacedoutradio.com every Sunday, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern.
The views and opinions expressed by tonight's guest and topic of discussion do not necessarily represent the official policy or position of Spaced Out Radio, Spaced Out Weekend, Spaced Out Radio Limited, its hosts, syndicated carriers, or anyone associated with this broadcast. You're listening to Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Follow Dave on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio and hashtag Spaced Out Radio, and on Facebook, Spaced Out Radio Show. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back to the final hour of Spaced Out Radio tonight. I am your host, Dave Scott. Great to have you along for the ride. Tomorrow night on the program, we get into paranormal law. We're going to talk paranormal, UFOs, extraterrestrials. Paranormal lawyer Michael W. Hall at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern time at spacedoutradio.com. We want to welcome in everyone listening in on WQEE 99 Rock the Key down in Noonan, Georgia, home of The Walking Dead. We are live as well on the United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and over 160 countries around the world. Good to have you with us as well. We are also live on KTLK, The Fringe FM, Renegade Talk Radio out of Las Vegas. And if you're listening in on Revolution Radio, remember the Double R Machine is a donation station financed by you, the valued listener. Head on over to freedomslips.com and donate today. Bill Cardwell has set the password for tonight in the SOR Space Travelers Club. Incanebulum. Incanebulum is your password. Make sure you use it wisely, Space Travelers, as Bill sets the password each and every night right here on the mighty SOR. Now, if you want to follow us on social media, you can do so on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio. Use the hashtag Spaced Out Radio. If you want to connect live with me during the show as well, give our Facebook page a like, Spaced Out Radio Show. You can follow us as well for live chat on Facebook in the SOR Space Travelers group. We're on Instagram, Dave Scott SOR. You can also listen to us on iHeartRadio in the United States, TalkStream Live, tune us in on TuneIn, download and subscribe to our shows on iTunes. Our website is spacedoutradio.com, where we have a plethora of features for you, including joining the SOR Space Travelers Club for $5 a month. Rock out to some Bumblefoot. You can also shop at our Spaced Out Radio store. Check out great video viewing from UFO Seekers and Contact TV. And, of course, read up on the news on the Encounter online. Everything at spacedoutradio.com. Tonight, as per tradition that started last year on Spaced Out Radio, we are joined by Karen Dahlman and Rodney as we are doing a live Ouija Board session tonight. Now, whether or not you agree or disagree with the Ouija Board, really, it's up to you. The main thing that we have going here is we have going a protected area for our listeners and our chatters, as well as myself, Karen and Rodney, so you can be in a safe environment while we're doing this. Karen, Rodney, welcome back.
Well, we're glad to be here. You know, I saw a comment in the chat room on Spreaker. I just want to address it. I think it's a great comment and question. Shar came in and asked who are the spirit I'm speaking with. Well, you might have missed the beginning, but I'll just say this. It's a collective group of ethereal beings of source energy who have never been born before. They come from the light. They are of no body. They're sentient being, but they're a collective group. You could call it a collective group of souls, but they're expression of source, just like we are. They're just in a different vibration and frequency, and they understand unconditional love, that they don't know anything else but love. So that's who we're speaking to. And I typically just call this whole group, there's a bunch of them here, and I call them the guides.
Well, let's move on in our questions, because we do have a lot of them that are building up.
Great.
That is true. And let me move up here. I believe Dawn has a question. And I apologize, Dawn. I know you asked this about an hour ago, but I'm going to get to it now. She says her mom is very sick, and she's wondering if she is going to be okay by using more natural medicines.
Okay, this message is for Dawn. Here we go. Our hands are on the planchette. And you'll hear my cat in the background meowing. He does that a lot when we do the board because he really likes this energy. This is for you, Dawn. A L L T H I N G S O F T H I S P L A N E T T H A T E X I S T A R E M E D I C I N E S A N Y T H I N G P R O D U C E D E B Y M A N T H A T. Hold on one second, turn the page. Go ahead, thank you. I S A R E P L I C A I S N O T A N D W I L L N O T B E A S E F F E C T I V E A S T H A T P R O D U C E D B Y S A N D A L W A Y S R E M E M B E R T H A T Y O U R B E S T M E D I C I N E I S T H E C O R R E C T F O O D S A N D M I N D S E T. Okay, this is for Dawn. All things of this planet that exist are medicines. Anything produced by man that is a replicant is not, and will not be as effective as that produced by S means source, by source. And always remember that your best medicine is the correct foods and mindset. They once told us everything that can heal us is under the sun, including the sun. It already exists on our planet. So this is kind of a, right, Rob, kind of a duplication of what we heard before. So there you have it, Dawn.
Wonderful. Let's move on to Kevin's. I hope that helps,
Kevin.
Dawn.
I hope it does too.
Kevin is asking, who are the spirits in my house?
Okay. Kevin, this is for you. It's starting to move. Here we go. Y O U H A V E B U T A S I N G L E S P I R I T T H A T I S W I T H I N Y O U A N D T H A T I S S A L L O T H E R S A R E T H O S E T H A T Y O U H A V E G I V E N P O W E R T O T H R O U G H Y O U R I N T E R N A L B E L I E F S Y S T E M T H E R E F O R E T H I S I S A Q U E S T I O N Y O U A C A N A N S W E R. Okay, Kevin, you have but a single spirit that is within you, and that is all others. And that is that source, you think? And that is
yeah, that is source.
And that is source. All others are those that you have given power to through your internal beliefs. What's this? Is Y-S. Do you got that word? Therefore. Oh, system. Your belief system. Belief system. I'll read it again, Kevin. I'm chopping it up. Therefore, this is a question you can answer. Okay, here we go. You have but a single spirit that is within you, and that is source. All others are those that you have given power to through your internal belief system. Therefore, this is a question you can answer.
No.
Anything, Rodney?
No, that's the answer actually that I would expect.
Yeah, me too.
Why be so vague and not name the ghosts in the home?
Go ahead, Rodney.
Because in their opinion, there are none. That it is simply a manifestation of his internal beliefs that can conjure up
Right. Yeah. And so, okay, one of the things they teach, and I know this is way out there, you guys, again, it gets very esoteric. We're not a typical seance session. So what they believe, this is what they teach us, is that we create every single thing in our world. 100% down to our beliefs and perceptions. But then our beliefs and perceptions dictate how our experience is going to be within the physical world. If our belief system allows us to believe in spirits to go knock in the night, which is not to say that doesn't exist. It might exist for one person, but the other person in the house, that won't exist at all for them because they have a whole different belief system. So I have experienced spirits and ghosts before, but I also realize as I navigate more of these unseen realms, I realize I can also create those as a manifestation. Not that it's fake, it's real. It's like a tulpa, it's an energy, but they're saying get focused more on you being the only spirit there with source, and then you'll start seeing those things probably not interfere with you because now there's going to be no projection or any kind of insistence upon that energy for it to be a force within your life. So they're not going to answer it. This is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. They're more or less going to let you make that answer. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Rodney, I think they want to see them first. They want to see Kevin as the one who is the existing spirit who really can create this whole activity.
Exactly, and create that power around himself.
Yes.
and his insights. Yeah. They always say everything is within, nothing is without.
That's right. It's just a reflection of what's within.
So in other words, Kevin, you got to use the power of that beard that you have in order to cleanse your own house.
Don't fear the beard.
Use the power of the beard. Make them spirits fear the beard. That's what it comes down to. Let's get to Sandra's question, and she is asking, is her daughter going to be okay?
Okay, this is for Sandra. Our fingers are going on the planchette now. Okay, it's moving. Y O U R D A U G H T E R W I L L B E J U S T F I N E B U T B Y O U R D E F I N I T I O N M A Y B E N O T Y O U R S A S W E S E E A L L T H I N G S T H R O U G H A L E N S O F L O V E A N D T I M E W I T H I N N O B E G I N N I N G A N D N O E N D T H E R E I S N E V E R A S. Oh, sorry. No, it's just A T I M E W H E N A N Y T H I N G I S W R O N G J U S T T R A N S I T I O S O N S P L E A S E D O N O T W O R R Y S H E W I L L B E P E R F E C T L Y F I N E. Okay, Sandra, your daughter will be just fine, but by our definition may not, I think it's supposed to be yours. As we see all things through a lens of love and time within, no beginning and no end. There is never a time when anything is wrong, just transitions. Please do not worry, she will be perfectly fine. There you have it.
All right.
I hope that helps.
Let's move on to Adam's question.
Okay.
And Adam is asking, is my son alive and well, and when will I get to see him again?
Okay. This is for you, Adam. And the planchette's moving. Here we go. A S O N O F M A N Y T H O U G H T A N D D E E D S F O R U S T H E R E I S N O D E A T H A N D N O T H I N G T H A T S T O P S T U S U S F R O M S E E I N G W H O M U W E P L E A S E Y O U T O O H A V E T H I S. Let me turn the page. Hold on, please. Okay, next letter. A B I L I T Y B U T M A Y B E T H E B E L I E F Y O U W I L L C E R T A I N L Y S E E H I M A G A I N. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. This message is for Adam. What is that word? Is that
a son?
Oh, thank you. A son of many thought and deeds. For us there is no death, and nothing that stops us from seeing whom we
please.
Oh, whom we please. Okay. You too have this ability, but maybe the belief you will certainly see him again. Is there a word missing or something? Do you get that, Rodney? A son of many thought and deeds. For us there is no death, and nothing that stops us from seeing whom we please. You too have this ability, but may be the belief you will certainly see him again. But maybe's one word. But maybe the belief you will certainly see him again. What do you think of that?
Yeah, works for me.
Okay. So I hope that helps. We could try to always go in depth with this, and the problem is we don't have a whole lot of time, but it does to me sound like their ability to see your son and that he will be fine. It's got to be more your ability, but you have the ability to do this too. So part of it is, not part of it, a lot of it is your own beliefs about will you see him again, and hold that belief basically.
Well, they said they have the ability to see anybody they wish.
Yeah. Whatever dimension it's in, right?
Yeah, and that he too has that ability, or that we all have that ability.
Okay, so
but our thoughts limit
our beliefs,
our
perceptions
beliefs,
can limit us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Excellent. I hope that helps, my friend, and thank you for asking it. Let's get to Daryl's question, and she wanted to ask her cousin Eric or her father, who are both on the other side, if they are together, or how to deal with her mother, and if they're together in the here and after.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. And this is, you said Daryl?
Yes, female.
Okay.
Daryl, female.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, our hands are on the planchette now. Somebody asked, is this like automatic writing? Well, I'm using the board. My hands are on the planchette. It's moving. But yes, I consider it a form of automatic writing because I do also do automatic writing and voice channeling. This just happens to be a tool that I use where I started. So we're literally using the board tonight. Okay, so here we go. This is for Daryl. S W E R W I T H Y O U. Okay, is what they say. We would have CAD. Oh, that's me. They call me by my initials, KAD, Karen Dahlman. We would, I think the word's missing is like, to have CAD show you her ability to share our thoughts through her voice. She will now share our answer with you. They want me to voice channel for you, Daryl. So give me just a second. What I do is, it's my voice, but the thoughts come through my head and I just repeat what I'm feeling. It's not something I hear, but it's more feeling what I'm feeling, and I'm just going to put it into the best words I can. Okay, here we go. We would like you to know that everybody in your family is together. They are safe and love each other. There is no such thing as moving into death. It is only transition. And in that transition, we can be with you as you are right now with everybody else that's still in your realm. We want you to know that we are just a breath away, within inches of you. We are always all together because the heart has a bond that will never be broken. And through this bond, we bring back the messages to you. We want you to know that we love you. We will be with you again. We will always love you as you love us. And we thank you for staying there, being in that realm, and sharing your love and never forgetting us. And that's the message they want you to know.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I just want you to know, I feel the emotions when they come through. So does Rodney, because it's a sensitivity when you do this work. And so how are you doing?
No, I did. Whenever we get to that depth of thing, I always tear up. You guys can't see it and I don't have to admit it, but.
Well, it's a testament, because when you feel truth coming through and you allow it to come through, and there's many of you tonight in there, and the guides want me to tell you this. Here, I'm going to let them speak one more time. There are many of you here that are in this group, if not all of you, but you all have the ability to tap into the source. Source is here for all. You are all an aspect of us, of we, of one. So we ask you to take the time to spend time with yourself to get to know this part within you that is eternal. Okay. They just want everybody to understand this, that this is nothing special. We all have this ability. And the more we take time with ourselves to do this work, whether it's through meditation, I do a lot of private inner work and meditation, and I let them speak with me every day. This helps build the relationships. Okay, we're ready for another message.
All right, let's go to Tessa's question, where she is asking, is there a message from the other side for my mother or father?
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, our hands are on the planchette, Tessa. It's moving. Here we go. THISISA deed. THEMI. No, not an I. So it's MA. Thank you. INBASIC GEAREGUIDESFO. No. FROM. MAN. N Y L I G H T S A W A Y F no R no sorry it wasn't F, thank you, F R O M Y O U Y E T Y O U R V I B R A T I O N. Let me turn the page. Thank you. All right. Next letter. S P E A K S T O U S W E A R E H E R E T O S H O W T H A T Y O U H A V E P O W E R S A N D A B I L I T I E S B E Y O N D Y O U R I M A G I N A T I O N A N D Y O U C A N S P E A K D I R E C T L Y T O T H E M. So here comes Mary Angel. The angel just came in. She entered through the board in a different place. She's going to bring through probably the deceased. Thank you, Mary Angel. What would you like to say? T H E R E W E R E T I M E S W H E N W E D I D N O T G E T A L O N G B U T H E R E L O V E I S A L L W E K N O W S E E K O U R W I S D O M S E E U S I N Y O U A N D A L L Y O U T H I N K A N D S A Y Okay, so what happened there was when a deceased loved one needs to come through, I call her Mary Angel. She's the one that I've been talking to since '89. She will be an escort and bring them through. Either the message comes directly from the deceased loved ones, or it'll be a message from her providing it from them. I'm not sure what it is just yet. So originally we were speaking to the main group of the guides, and so let's start, and I'll tell you where she came in. So Tessa, this is from the guides. This is a fundamental question and answer Kat has shared, meaning me, when the last message I gave, has shared the main basic message. We are guides from many lights away from you. Yet your vibration speaks to us. We are here to show that you have powers and abilities beyond your imagination, and you can speak directly to them. This is when the angel came in and she was helping your loved ones. There were times they're speaking to you directly now. So your loved ones directly came through. There were times when we did not get along, but here love is all we know. Seek our wisdom. See us in you and all you think and say. That's really a beautiful message. So it's beautiful because they live on within you, but they're here to tell you no matter what issues and problems they have between the two of them, where they are now, that's dissolved. And they want you to understand that wisdom there.
All right.
I hope that helps.
Wonderful. Let's move on here to Bill's question.
Okay, Bill.
And he is asking, is there any messages from the board or advice for himself?
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. We like overall messages. This is for Bill. And our hands are on the planchette, and away it goes. W E C A N S P E A N D M A N Y O F Y O U R H O U R S G I V I N G A D V I C E A N D M E S S A G E S T H A T A R E R E V E V A N T T O T H E M A N Y S O S P E C I F I C T O Y O U T H A T W I L L T O U C H T H E M A N Y T H A T I S T H I S W H E T H E R A P E R S O N O R A N E N T I R E E N T I T Y T H E R E M U S T B E A C R I S I S B U I L T O N F E A R T H A T S E E K S T O R O B E, oh, sorry, B, is that a F? Okay, F R O M Y O U D O N O T G I V E I N T O F E A R E, nope, not a E, F, no, O F O R, O F O R, okay, no, try that again, F O R, okay, F O R, thank you, F E A R O N L Y E X I S T S A T Y O U R I N V I T A T I O N S T A Y S T R O N G I N Y O U R C O N V I, was that I? V, was that a yes or no? Was that a V I? C T I O, okay, N, okay, S, okay, A N D P R O T E C T T H A T W H I C H Y O U F R E E A N D C R E A T I V E. Okay, pretty long one here. Okay, Bill. We could spend many of your hours giving advice and messages that are reverent to the many, so specific to the many, so specific to you that will touch the many. That is this. Whether a person or oh my gosh, what is that, an entire entity, there must be a crisis built on fear that seeks to rob from you. Do not give in to fear, for fear only exists at your invitations. Stay strong in your convictions and protect that which you free and creative. There's a word missing here, guys. What's the word missing? I'm asking him right now. M-A-K-E-S, makes you free and creative. Okay, let's try this one more time. Bill, we can spend many of your hours giving advice and messages that are reverent to the many, so specific to you that will touch the many. So they're saying the message they're going to give you will touch everybody here listening. That is this. Whether a person or an entire entity, there must be a crisis built on fear that seeks to rob from you. Do not give in to fear, for fear only exists at your invitation. Stay strong in your convictions and protect that which makes you free and creative. Kind of full circle back to our opening message.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have time for one more question here, guys, because we
Wow.
got about 4.5 minutes left.
Gosh. Wow. Okay. Almost done.
This one comes from Sunny, and she wants to know if the guides that you're using see her on the right track right now.
Okay, great. And just so you know, the guides that I'm talking to are guides anybody can communicate with. It's actually an extension of source wisdom. And so it's not exclusive to me. I'm just tapping into it. And so by all means, they're your guides too, if you'd like to tap into them. Okay, here we go, Sonny. This is for you. All right, Sonny, this is for you. There is no wrong track, only a journey through that. Only a journey through that. Only a journey through that you agree to participate in. Therefore, always seek your highest joy, and then you will know too that you are on the right track. There is no wrong track, only a journey through that you agree to participate in. Therefore, always seek your highest joy, and then you will know too that you are on the right track. That's a great message for all of us. If we can bring that joy into our life and seek that joy, everything 100% falls into place for us. And we still have ups and downs. Life still has its mistrials and tribulations and all those things. It's just that you see it differently because the world has opened up to you, because now you realize everything is perfectly aligned to what you agreed to participate with.
I wanted to answer one person's question real quickly.
Oh, he's reading the room. Okay.
And that was, it was about you. And they said, well, if you can voice channel, why do you use the Ouija board?
Great, very, very good question. I'll tell you why. I have not been in the public voice channeling very long. I do it all the time by myself and exclusively, more inclusively. So it's new for me to do that out in public. I'm doing it a little more and more as they ask me, they have me do it. Truthfully, I'm working more that way through my voice and through my writings, as automatic writing and meditation, as opposed to doing the board.
But after 40-some years,
it's been 44 years.
It's become a friend.
It's a friend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's comfort.
It grounds her. It's comfort food.
Yeah.
Right.
It works like it's like knowing the back of my hand so well. Where this new way to jump off into, there's a whole nother level of trusting me, not mixing myself into the messages. But thank you. That's a great question. It's a question they often ask me.
Absolutely. Guys, Karen Dahlman, Rodney, I gotta put you guys on hold here because I gotta wrap things up. Thank you so much for another wonderful Halloween special with the live Ouija board session. I look forward to doing it in 365 days from now with you guys. Thank you.
Lovely. One real quick thing for everybody. We are putting our hands on the planchette and saying goodnight, closing the session. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for all your messages.
Good night.
It's well received. Good night.
Thank you. You guys hold on. Mr. Ron Bumblefoot THAL rocking in the background with Little Brother Is Watching. Bumblefoot is the official music of Spaced Out Radio. Takes us in and brings us out of every single show. Tomorrow night on the program, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern Time, the paranormal lawyer Michael W. Hall will be with us at spacedoutradio.com. Want to also say thank you to my great team who's working hard and diligent to bring this show more to the public. And, of course, all of you, the great listeners, at home, in your vehicles, on Twitter, or in the chat rooms. You made this show a great night as per usual. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back in 21 hours from now. I hope you are too, because together, my friends, we own the night. I will talk to you tomorrow. Mr. Bumblefoot, we need a favor. We need you to take us home. Good night. I'm out.